Hi, second graders and second grade families. I hope that you all had a wonderful Easter. I had a very nice Easter. It was a good break. So I want to go over this week's packet, which is part of last week's packet. So there were 2 weeks put together. So this is what we're looking at starting for Tuesday, April 14th. So that would be day 1, because Monday was still Easter break, so that was not considered part of this packet. So when next week comes, next Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, this will be the packet that you're turning in, last week's and this week's together. Okay, if you have any questions about that, please send me a message. You'll notice too on last week's activity menu, there was a place for you to sign showing that your child did the work for last week, so you can sign there. Also, if you want to send me pictures of any work from last week, you can go ahead and do that now. You don't have to wait until the end of this week to do so. So any last week work that you may have completed, you can send it to me. If you need a few more days to finish last week's work, don't worry about that. There's plenty of time. Okay? So let's go over this week's work. So our activity menu for this week looks similar to last week. Again, Monday, which was the 13th. Yesterday, that was Easter break. So today, Tuesday, we're looking at day 1. So again, we have independent reading, we have a reading activity, writing, phonics, math, and special if you choose. Special is optional, and the directions for the special are on Dojo, Class Dojo. So again, starting with independent reading for 20 minutes. And on the back side of this is your log for this week, so you can write in April 14th through, I guess, next week, so through the 20th or 21st. Okay, so you can fill out the log for each day. You can start on Tuesday if you would like, understanding that Monday was a vacation day, so you don't need to worry about Monday. But if you did read and you want to fill that in, by all means go ahead. But just know that this can be filled in for actual school days. You don't need to worry about the weekends or Monday. Okay, so that's your reading log. Your reading assignment is map. Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. Okay. With your independent reading, again, you'll want to do the reading log. So, same as last week, you want to have your piece of notebook paper with the date, but the title of the book that you read, and also the letter of the question that you're answering, with 3 to 5 complete sentences as your response. Okay, so that's your independent reading. And that takes us to, sorry, I've got all these papers here. Okay, map that story. So you can use whatever book you read to do the map that story activity. Also, I have included on Dojo, right under this link, I read Cinderella as a read aloud. You can use this story, the read aloud that I did, for the map that story activity. Okay, so if you don't want to use your independent reading book for this activity, you are more than welcome to use this. And I have a link to the YouTube video that I recorded for that story. So for this activity, it says, let's think about the story you just read or listened to, if it was Cinderella. Fill out each part of the map below. So the name of the book, characters' names. You're going to want to think about the main characters in the story you read. Okay, there's 3 blanks. If there aren't 3 main characters, just write down, or 3 characters. You can leave one of them blank. Now remember, animals count as characters too. So if you have a story that has characters that talk, or animals that talk, then they would be considered characters. Okay, the next section. They want to know what happened at the beginning of the book, what happens in the middle, and then what happens at the end. Okay, so you could just write one sentence here, listing beginning, middle, and end. Okay, so how the story starts, maybe what the problem is, and how the problem was solved. And then you can draw your favorite part of the book. Maybe there's a scene that you liked or a character that you liked. Okay, so that is your reading assignment. Next is writing. And your writing assignment for today, there's a list of different types of Easter writing. So you're going to choose one of the ideas listed below. So one of them is write a narrative about what you did over Easter weekend. I won't read the whole thing. You can read that or read it with your family. The next one is write a how-to about decorating Easter eggs. Maybe you have a different how-to. Maybe you want to write a different how-to. Maybe there's a special Easter recipe you make for Easter meal. Okay, so any kind of how-to. It doesn't have to be about eggs. Third choice is write an informative writing on rabbits. Tell all you have learned about rabbits. You can use information from the reading passage about rabbits from last week. Okay? And lastly, write a poem about on rabbits or on Easter. Okay, so your choice. You can do any of those, and there is 2 pages of Easter paper for you to use for that. Okay? Remember your punctuation, your capitalization, your complete sentences, and if you want, you can draw a picture. And if you really want to color, you can color the border as well, but of course that is not necessary. Okay, next. Let me go back to the menu. Oh, another thing I want to point out, there's another copy of the word wall words. Okay, parents, you want to make sure your children are spelling the word wall words correctly. Okay, this is 2nd grade word wall words. Some words are not on here, like and the. Those would be kindergarten or 1st grade word wall words. But any word that your child wants to add to the list, a word that is commonly used by them, go ahead. You can mark this up. I talked about that last week. You can add any word to that list. You can consider it your personal dictionary. So these are the words that you should be spelling correctly, but again, make it your own, add to it. Okay, the next paper, phonics, singular or plural. So the directions say, look carefully at the nouns in the sentences below. Are they singular? Remember, singular means just one. Or are they plural, more than one? Write 1 or 2 on each line. The first one is done for you. So you're going to use the word 1 and 2 in each sentence. Now think about each blank. Are they talking about only one of something? And if that's the case, it's singular and you're going to use the word 1. Are they talking about more than one of something? And if that's the case, you're going to use the word 2. T-W-O. T-W-O. Okay, so the first sentence says, I put 1 cherry. So if I cover that up, it says, I put blank cherry. Now I can tell that's the word 1 because it's saying cherry. If it said cherries, we would know that would be more than 1. And if that was the case, we'd put 2. But it just says cherry, so I know to put 1 there. Okay, I put 1 cherry on top of my ice cream. Samson put blank cherries on his. Well, the ending is cherries. So cherries is more than 1, so the word 2 goes there. Okay, so the next sentence, I picked up blank leaf. 1 leaf or 2 leaf? Think about it. Sarah picked up blank leaves. Now you're looking at the end of the sentence. If it has an S or it ends in ES, then most likely it's going to be plural more than 2. Okay? And lastly, your last assignment for today is triple digit addition with regrouping. Okay, I will post a brief video reviewing regrouping with adding, and I'll post that separately just in case anybody needs a refresher on addition with regrouping. Okay. Again, any questions, any concerns, any problems, please reach out to me. And as a reminder, this week, as far as food pickups for breakfast and lunch, they are happening Tuesday and Thursday because of the short week. My cat's here. He wants in on all the fun. Okay? Okay, have a wonderful day. I will be online all day, so if you need something, please check in with me any day this week. I am here for you. Okay? See you later, guys. Bye.